replace the beauty of writing inside of a composition book. It's simple, it's inexpensive. You can divide what you're writing in different sections. You can use the margins, you can use the lines. You can buy fancy pens that you can put inside of a pen case. It's a tradition that is perfect in its many ways. Having said that, this composition book does one thing that I do not like, and that's take away the opportunity for me to transfer what I write to my computer as soon as I finish writing it. And that's the reason that we are going to be presenting to you the Kindle Scribe. This is the newer version, and we're going to be unboxing it, and I've already taken the plastic away from the edges to make it simpler for me to open during this video presentation. And this is by the Amazon company, and they stand by their products. So keep in mind that the customer service that they give you for their products, just like with the original Kindle, is going to probably be exemplary from past experience. So here it is. The size is about, I would say 10.5. Here is the notebook, and here is the Kindle Scribe right here. And it comes wrapped in this plastic that you can take off in the back. And put the trash over here. And there it is. And the sleek at the top. Sleek at the back. It has the Amazon logo from A to Z symbol in tiny letters. It has the model number that you can't see. It comes in this space gray. It has the Kindle in the front. So here on the side, the only place where you will see buttons on this will be here, the power button and the charging button. Unlike many of the other tablets that they have a lot of other buttons for different functions. So I'm holding down the button for the first time using it. And the input here is USB-C. So those cables are everywhere now. You might have it for other devices, even for your phone. And it powers up, and there's really nothing to do except pick the language, and it responds quickly enough to my selection of English. I go to next, choose my origin, United Kingdom or the United States. We're in the United States. We go to the next, and it's cycling through. As it does this, let me read the back of the box for you. Because it has a lot of things that they tout because they need you to break from the tradition of writing in this composition book. So it says, for the love of reading, a Kindle and a notebook, all in one. Handwrite notes in book margins, built-in digital notebook, that's a plus, 10.2-inch glare-free 300 ppi front-lit display. Anytime I see glare-free, I have two questions. How well does it perform in bed? And how good does it perform on a sunny day at the beach? It also says convert handwritten notes to text and share. Now that's a game changer. Convert handwritten notes to text and share. Also access to millions of titles in a Kindle store. So it asks here to set up your Kindle. You'll need to connect to the internet and sign in to your Amazon account. And by now, most people have an Amazon account, even if they don't have Prime. So it says you can use this Kindle app on your phone for a faster setup or continue with setup on this device. Then on the bottom it says set up on a Kindle or set up with the phone. Don't have the app? Download Amazon Kindle for the iOS or Android. Here at the top you see the time, and which we can change. It's 2 hours behind. And over here it says 59%, so it comes, as you see, as we're using it, with it already charged. I'm not going to sit here and convince you that this is better than writing by hand, or this is going to improve your handwriting over writing a hand, or you can have a bigger connection with this than you will with this, because it's just not the same, right? There's nothing like writing a handwritten note if you are of a certain generation. There's nothing like being able to go down and read a book and take notes and write it in the books within the margin. Well, the Kindle says it can also do that in the Kindle. That's one of the new upgrades that they have from last year's model of the Kindle Scribe, that you can take notes, you can make notes within the text of a book that you're reading in your ebook reader, in your ebook, and you can also highlight and you can also save. You can also do it with this. The main reason why I bought this is because of the writing that I do, something that was slowing me down, and because of the time that we're living in, we need to do things quick, is to be able to take notes and to convert my handwriting into text and send them immediately and work with them immediately. So I might want to write a poem. I can write a poem in here, but then I will still have to, and even though they have OCR software and AI recognizing software, you still know that it's not perfect. This has a certain level of AI that gets used to your handwriting and will get used to your style of writing that can transfer text easier. So those of you who are into poetry, you know how difficult it can be. You write in your favorite book, and then you realize, well, now I got to write it again. Sometimes that's good, because as you're writing it again, you might realize I have a chance to rewrite something that I missed the first time. Well, in the age of speed, I don't necessarily want to rewrite at this point of my life. I want to be able to get what's inside and have them all at the same place. I might be editing something on the computer and be able to transfer what I wrote as it happens, and I can do that with this device. Not exactly as it happens, but just do it one time and transfer it to the computer and then edit with text editing software. Another reason why you might get this is because you do not have to charge this very often. Some people have not charged this in more than a week. So, of course, if you're going on vacation someplace, or you don't have the right plug, if you're going internationally, or you just might want to take it for a day at the beach, you want to read a few books, or you're just going over to your parents' house or your grandparents' house, and you want to take something with you that you do not have to charge every so often, this might be another reason why you get this. Another reason why you're going to get this, if you're going to get this, is because it does not have all of the other distractions that you will have with an iPad, because it doesn't have any colors, it's black and white. It's mainly just for reading and for writing, and for transferring that writing to a computer. Can you do that with this? Yes. Is anything going to beat the stress-free, the distraction-free environment that this provides you? No, it's not. I am not going to lie to you, but I don't know, because I've never handled one of these before. Maybe just once to try it. But if it's something that I think is going to help me with my writing, I will try it. And if it doesn't work, I will send it back or I will sell it, but I will try it. Another reason why you might want to get this is because you love reading. And if you have an Amazon account, you know that Kindle books, some are included and others you can get at a subscription. But you might stay with just reading regular books because you like reading and the weight of a book. You might like the cover of that book. You might like the smell of that book. Whenever they decide to make an upgrade for this, I think they're going to make some kind of color version for this, just like they did with the original Kindle that you could not write on, but it was just for reading. And it was made popular when Oprah announced it as one of her favorite things. And then Halle Berry went on the show and said she doesn't go anywhere without her Kindle. And then everybody had to go get a Kindle. Well, if you love reading, it has a bigger screen that you can look at. If you're on the beach, is it going to be reading from a text? Not necessarily, but you can expand the size of the text that you're reading, the font, to make it more comfortable on your eyes. So that's another reason for getting this. And also, you might just want to not carry many books with you. That's why a lot of people have decided to go to ebooks. You might be in a place that's smaller. You might have downgraded where you live, and you don't want to take all the books with you because now you have a lot of books taking up real estate and you have all in an electronic device like this. The benefit of having a book like this, a physical book that you can hold and you could own straight out without electricity, is that you can use it even if you didn't have electricity. So for that, I don't believe that books should ever go out of style or you should throw away all your books. But how many of the books that you actually have do you want to read again? That's just an argument you might want to make for someone who prefers the electronic device over the book. Another reason why people use this was because as they are writing in it, they can doodle in it. That's doodle, D-O-O-D-L-E, not doodle as in excrement. So you would be able to, as someone is talking and they're not very interesting, you can draw on it. Well, game changer, if that was a reason for you to not get a Scribe, you can also doodle on this. And whatever you draw on this, you can transfer to the computer, and then you'll have your doodle on the screen as you sketched it, and transfer your artwork over like that. So it's an actual notebook. And you might be thinking, well, how do I maneuver that? How do I use it? Well, they have a pencil that comes with it, or pen, however you wish to classify it, wrapped up in this white piece of paper. And it has a power button over here. And you just hold it down to turn it on. And this actually works as an eraser. So as you're writing, you can erase just like as you would a pencil. You don't need to sharpen this. You don't need to keep changing the eraser unless you want to get a new one for a different color, if you want to identify with a different color. And just want to see if there's something under the box. No, just some tape and glue. And it has another card inside of here for accessibility. People who have some challenges will find this helpful, or you're taking care of someone who is challenged with some physical disability, and you're taking care of them, this will be helpful to them. And it also comes with a charging cord wrapped up in cardboard instead of plastic. They're trying to reduce plastic for their purposes. And this is the charging cable. It does not come with the brick, or does it? Let's see. No, it doesn't. And it also comes with a few replacement tips. Sorry, is this what it is? What is this? Okay, so it comes with a few replacement tips inside of this, so don't lose that. So at the beginning, before you get a case, you might want to keep it inside of this package. we're not going to use it immediately because it comes with a freshly installed clip. And guess what? If you enjoy writing in paper, in a notebook, as well as electronically, you can do both. You're going to like one more than the other probably, but you can do both. I think the pen culture is a very good culture. They have a lot of different sellers, a lot of different manufacturers, and they'll specify pens according to the nib and the grip and the weight and the material and the ink. And that's something that, as much as it's going out of style, there's still a strong community in the writing community that still holds that dear. But I want to show you something else because, right, like a lot of these electronic devices that we get and we pay for, we want to make sure that they last a reasonable amount of time. And reasonable to me is a long period of time. So that's why you order something that can hold it. And in the name of nostalgia, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between, I got a case that resembles the composition book enough. It actually says composition book on it. It doesn't say Staples or CVS or Walgreens. But it might be a good deterrent too for people that might want to travel to New York and you don't want it messed with or stolen. So you open it and it has a very strong odor to it. If you have fragrance sensitivities, and then you find your way to put it inside here. Make sure that it snaps at every corner, and then you close it and it looks wonderful. And find something to write your name here like you would. I'm sure you don't have a subject, or you don't have to write my Scribe on top of this so people know exactly what it is. The charging cable that comes with it is something that you can attach even with the cover closed, right? It fits right in there. And it has a hole that you can access the power button in case you needed to do that. So we'll unplug it because it already has 59% charge. The only thing that I would say about this case that I don't like, and I could be mistaken, is that it doesn't come with a place to hold your pen. That might be what this is for at the top, but maybe it is. It's always possible that's what it's for. But it looks kind of sturdy, so maybe that's what it's for. But yeah, I would like to see a better kind of holder for this. I don't know what better would be, but maybe something magnetic or something that just clips on, that you have to put it on with some pressure and just stick it in. But there it is. That's the Kindle Scribe, the newer version from 2024. They have one from 2022. Some people like that one better for different reasons, and they say that the touch is different. And but this is the one that I received, and this is the one that I'll be doing further review on if there's any more to come. The weight, yes, it weighs definitely a little bit more than this, but it's nothing that you're going to get a full body workout because you have this in a case and using it. But you want to take both? Take both. They also sell different sized pen nibs for it. And by nibs, I mean the ends to the pens. If you want one more that's thicker, you want one that's finer, but you can also adjust that within the Kindle Scribe. So that's it. The box says, so long as you write what you wish to write, that is all that matters. And that's from Virginia Woolf. Here's the front. Let's see. It says notes on creativity. Inspiration is everywhere. We can capture it with a stroke of a pen. We can find it by viewing things from a different vantage point, gaining a new perspective, searching for the extraordinary and everyday. And folks, if you find yourself that you buy a product like this from Amazon or from anywhere, Best Buy, and you're not using it regularly, but you just want to have it, then send it back or give it to someone, sell it, because it's just taking up space. Not every product that you buy is going to work the way that you intended. So just send it back. Amazon has a pretty good return policy, and so does Best Buy, but you can't beat Amazon's. I believe Best Buy is about 15 days, and then Amazon is 30 days, and you can return it at multiple locations throughout the United States, even in your state, your city. So, yeah. So, to summarize this, I'm not throwing this away. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to start using this to see if it serves me the same way, or just to find out. This is an exploratory process, and by trial and error, we shall see which one will remain with us. Have a great day. Keep writing.